And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Omen, a Death in Space RPG, right here at the Proficiency Bonus YouTube channel. I apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, and it wouldn't be a Proficiency Bonus stream without technical difficulties. So my first question is, if you are watching us live, please let me know in the chat if you can hear everything okay. I have recently converted over to my new streaming computer, so I'm trying to make sure everything is functioning properly and making sure that we are providing you with the most high quality content that we can provide. So if you notice anything in the stream chat, please let me know if the levels are decent and volumes are good for everybody. It's been a while since we played. All right, we got Sunflower Spirited in the chat tonight, hanging out with us live. So welcome, it's good to see you. We do want to get a couple of housekeeping things out of the way first. First and foremost, Tara is unable to be with us tonight, so we're hoping that she is resting at home and taking a night off to relax and kick back and possibly be watching the show as she tries to take notes to keep track of all the chaos that this party is about to get into tonight. We want to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for coming along and helping us out. If you type in !CCG or !Little Dragon in our YouTube chat, you'll get quick links to their storefronts and websites where you can buy all kinds of cool RPG related gear and merchandise. And if you use the coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp, you'll get 15% off of your order just for hanging out with us. So make sure you check them out. I've got some Little Dragon Corp dice right here inside my my dice rolling tray that I'm going to be using tonight to hassle these guys, hopefully. So make sure that you go and check them out and tell them that we sent you. Cardboard Castle Games is my friendly local game shop. I can drive there. It takes me about 20 minutes to get there in Evans, Georgia. Robert, the owner of the store, is absolutely amazing, takes good care of me. So if you're ever in the Evans, Georgia area, stop by Cardboard Castle Games and shout out Proficiency Bonus there, and I'm sure he'll probably shout you out with a 10% discount as well, because he'll hook you up. Also, we got so much going on in Probo. Like, there's a ton of stuff going on. So I've got it all listed on this paper so I don't forget. But we're participating in the March to GaryCon, and this is the last week of March to GaryCon, as GaryCon is this coming weekend. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. If you don't know what GaryCon is, it is a convention that was built by Luke Gygax, the son of Gary Gygax, the father of D&D. It's in its 15th year, so this is GaryCon 15. The official convention dates are March 23rd through the 26th, this weekend. And if you have a chance to attend, it's in the Grand Geneva Resort at Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So if you're near that area and you want to get some tickets or get your badges, I'm sure there's some available. You can go ahead and get those and get some tickets to play some games there as well. Sign-ups for virtual gameplay can be found by typing !GaryCon in our YouTube chat, where you can get a link to that as well, and you can get a virtual badge and sign up for a plethora of online games throughout the convention on the during that weekend. You must register for that badge to play in a virtual game, and there are plenty available, and there's also digital swag available for those of you that get a virtual badge and sign up for some of those games. The Gax Pack featuring DM Jason Charles Miller, who, if any of you are Critical Role fans, the original Critical Role theme was designed by him, and I think he appeared on one episode in the original campaign. It's called The Gax Pack, will be streamed live on GaryCon's Twitch channel. Unfortunately, that was the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. So you missed the live, but you can go back to GaryCon Live's Twitch and catch the VODs. So if you want to check out the Gax Pack, make sure you visit GaryCon Live over on Twitch to check that out. And probably our biggest announcement of the night is Proficiency Bonus will have a featured stream during GaryCon 15 this year on the GaryCon Live Twitch channel. So make sure you go visit that Twitch channel and follow that channel so you can make sure to get notified when we go live for that. It will take place on Saturday, March 25th. That's this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be DMing the game. We're playing a game from Candlekeep. mysteries. And we're going to be joined by special guest Tony Winslow Brill, who actually wrote the last adventure in that book. So it's going to be super cool to be sitting there with an author who has done game design. She works for a lot of different game designing companies and things, and it's really, really cool to be able to share that experience with some of my other friends here from Probo as well. So make sure you check that out, share it with your friends, get it out there. We'd love to see you guys there hanging out with us live on Saturday. That was a lot of announcements. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get that out of the way. Is there anything else that we need to get out of the way before we begin some Omen tonight? Okay. Everybody's saying no. Let's get it started. All right, everybody. We're going to chime in. The last that we left off, our group, was reconvening back at the Omen vessel after Dawn and Jack enjoyed a date with destiny. And Jack was able to secure some merchandise to help to prove to the party that he was, in fact, a legit member of the crew, that he could be counted on, as he is new to this party. I'm going to keep Andronima on roleplay light this evening because, like I said before, I don't like to roleplay other people's player characters, so she's going to be just kind of in the wings. If you need her to do something, I'm sure she can help you. But I'm going to leave it to you guys now, as you guys are gathered up to the Omen and reconvening there. What do you guys want to do?
I'm still stacking quarters or washers on top of them. I'm enjoying the whiskey. It's flowing. Things are good.
Oh, wasn't the last thing that happened, like, didn't Noah, like, come to and then all the washers, like, fell on the floor? And then they started rolling everywhere? Is that, or I can't remember.
I think we hit the exit button.
You hit the exit button and you weren't...
That's when we left it.
Okay. Well, to make that a month-long cliffhanger, Noah, your eyes shoot open. And you quickly pull off the visor of the headset. And I believe Devlin was probably trying to put more washers on your head. And as you do that, more washers like go ding, 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 and roll across the floor of the Omen. And
Noah...
It looks like Andronima pulls her headset off at the same time. It looks like you guys were able to escape.
Quick, we gotta unplug this thing right now. So Noah starts following the cord back to a wall, hoping to find some way to unplug it or disconnect it from anything that's connected.
Okay, yeah, you guys can both, like, you both almost run simultaneously, you and Andronima both, and just start disconnecting it from the power source.
And as Noah is able to unplug it, he takes a look around and notices the tchotchkes that were scattered around the floor. And looks around, what happened?
I'm on the floor, like, gathering up all the washers. Well, I was just keeping busy and got to a record of 23 washers that I was, making tall. All right, I was putting washers on your guys while you guys slept, okay? It was keeping us entertained. We were stacking them up. It was a lot of fun until you had to go and wake up and ruin it and start running around the place.
One, I'm sorry, I guess. But two, who had more?
Oh, we were only stacking on yours, on your head. It was... we didn't get to Andromeda yet. And so we got to 23, I think. It's really hard when I only have two hands, and I got to count yours, but then after that, I was kind of, 20 was the limit, and I couldn't get past. So I kind of had to guess after that.
You have toes.
My shoes are on. Do you realize how cold it is in here?
Yes, it's not wise to take one's footwear off in the middle of space.
Next time I'll take your shoes off. That's a good idea.
I probably wouldn't mind. By the way, no one should use this thing for quite some time.
Wasn't planning
Is
on
it
it.
broken?
It's not broken, but we think other me may have done something to it. Like infected it.
How's that possible? I don't want to
Yeah.
check what you said.
Is this
Well,
possibly an instance of the first computer to human virus transmutation?
I wouldn't know. Has anything like that happened before, Dev?
I wouldn't know. I'm staying away from that thing. I never wanted to even touch it or anything else. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I didn't get in it, because you guys do all your techie things in there, and I don't know.
Techie things? No. We were looking at the other me, and all of a sudden there were like a million of me. And not fun.
That's why you don't go inside those things. Just problems. Potential problems.
We never had things like this back in my day. We used to get our dates the normal way.
Idea. Eve,
Yes, Captain.
can you see if anything came out of this thing onto the ship into any type of electronics?
Absolutely. Analyzing now. Just one moment. Analyzing complete.
Your call is important to us.
This call may be monitored for quality assurance. She kind of comes on and says, analyzing complete. Nothing has seemed to have infiltrated anything of the computer systems. Computer systems are nominal.
Oh, that's a plus. Still not going anywhere near that. So, how'd the date go? Good? Yes?
Oh yeah, it went well.
Oh, it went swimmingly.
Had the best wingman. He did got some parts that we needed, right, buddy?
Yes, I acquired all of the requisite parts to be a member of the crew.
That
No,
wasn't
you
part of
didn't.
the deal. It was we would consider.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't mean to assume.
I mean,
So
he
what do
did
you
do a good
got?
job.
What have I got, Michael?
I think you got like some kind of optical like camera lens that looked like kind of like maybe the eye socket of a robot. Kind of like imagine a C-3PO's eye socket. And some attached like wires that kind of come out the back of it with some other like small microchips and computer chips connected to it. It's the equivalent of like 2 spare parts for you guys. Like you could rig them to turn them into other things or whatever you'd like to do with them.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And how'd you get it?
Exactly what he said. The old magician never tells, young man.
You could have just had them in your pocket this whole time.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm quite old.
Oh. You could have just had those in your pocket this whole time.
I would specifically have the type of technology that you requested that I acquire the whole time. If I had had it back then, why wouldn't I have just shown it to you?
Because you wanted to prove your worth?
Well, apparently my worth is a few pieces of easily acquired technology.
Otherwise known as scrap. You are worth 2 pieces of scrap.
I, I don't think so. I think that this will greatly enhance the technological capabilities that you need on this ship.
Oh, what could you do with them?
I don't do anything with them. However, I am only in acquisitions.
So you're a thief?
I acquire.
So you don't have any money, because we know that. Dev, Don? Let him stay?
He was okay with me. He helped
He's
me a
a
lot.
tough cookie, isn't he? Twice baked biscuit.
Oh, no idea. You could use him. He likes everything. He likes facts. He wants to know how everything works, how you cast stuff, which makes sense. We don't want to We don't want to know that if you are someone that was, excuse me, someone's trying to kill us. We've been through a lot the last couple days. weeks.
Young man, look at me. Do I look like I could kill anyone? And he like kind of holds his spindly arms out to the side.
The people that don't look that they could do it, they'll do it.
Strength doesn't make you a murderer. Being able to pull a trigger does.
I dislike firearms.
Def,
I'm good with whatever. So I'm just gonna go back and finish working on this storage unit that we're trying to get assembled. Tomato.
Graceland and Weston.
Oh,
I hear someone.
Michael's away. We win. We win the game. Everyone else is dead.
I hear someone in there.
I
Outside
apologize. I had to go discipline my children as they were screaming at each other downstairs.
Maybe
No,
my real life hearing loss, but I didn't hear a thing.
No, we were just saying that we won the game. We already got to the end.
You already got to the end. You went. Oh, congratulations, guys! Well
Solved the
done.
puzzle.
You have defeated Death in Space. How do you win at Death in Space? I guess you just
A
don't
life
die.
well lived.
You die in space.
We found the thing that makes us all immortal, so we can't die.
So Noah holds his hands out for the parts.
Jack will hand them over.
Wait, hold on. Noah, you said not to use a machine gun, but you didn't tell us why.
Something about
the
his multiple selves are somewhere within the machine, and he seems to be worried that they might be get out.
We tried to see Evil Noah. I'll call him Evil Noah. That's just what I'm calling him based on what I saw. We tried to see if, since he's me, if we could have the same memories. We saw him, but he also saw us. So he knows we're a thing.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
It's not fun, and it was not just a person. He's killing people.
So
He's killing people inside your cyberspace game.
I think it's in real life, but we were able to view it because he's me.
Ah.
It doesn't make sense, but we should keep a lookout.
So
Jack is going to kind of lean over to Don, who he feels a lot closer to because he's got a lot more experience with. He's like, does this kind of thing happen all the time?
No. First time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Normally, we're the
it's jolly
ones doing the
exciting.
killing.
Don't worry about it. You're not gonna die.
Is there any tea on board this vessel?
Do we have
There's-
tea in this vessel?
There's
We
whiskey.
got whiskey, yeah.
I prefer a tea. Earl Grey, if you have it.
With great teeth. I haven't had teeth since I was a kid.
Why don't you go acquire some?
Maybe I will.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna go after Evil Noah? Are we gonna go away from Evil Noah? Can we fly the ship? Well, not yet.
It's not ready.
Not ready?
It's close to being complete. You guys probably only have like another hour and it'll be set.
I say we get out of here as soon as possible.
Are we gonna go back to the other ship that we saw in space?
The one that was trying to hijack us?
Yeah.
To do what? Get hijacked again?
Hijack.
They're the guys that attacked us last time. Let's go talk to them again.
I'm sure they changed their mind.
Yeah, they're fine. That's how stories work. We're bros now.
We have more guns now. We go hijack them.
Yeah, but our guns can't shoot the ship. If they catch our ship, they can just shut down whatever we have, depending on what weapons they have.
So what's the plan?
What is the plan?
Do we have another contract we have? I don't.
You had talked to Galliana about. Is it Galliana? Is that the right name? I think so, right?
Galliana, yeah.
Yeah, she wanted you
Guyana,
to go.
Guyana.
Guyana.
She kind of wanted you to go get a power module for that
Yeah.
AI unit that you guys helped to destroy. There was that.
That's it. That's all we have.
I think that's really all you have right now. That's all you have. Lead, and you obviously you've got the whole Noah situation. I mean, there's always the moon, that you came from. I mean, there was still other things there. It's
We can
really
go to the job board.
It's really just up to you guys. Do you want to
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Is there like some
into
kind of
deep
job
space
board?
for Guyana, or
Where could we get a power core?
In the power core planet. Where do we get power core? Can you ask Ava?
Yeah,
thought we had
Michael, is
to-
there any kind of roll I can make to see if I have come across a power core in the past?
go ahead and roll. This is probably going to be savvy.
Okay, that is a 14 minus 2 for a 12.
12 is a success.
Oh, okay.
Based off of your experience, when it comes to like these power cores, like you can really run technology and any of these kind of like robotic or AI units off of really any kind of power cell. But the problem with this instance is this one is a very specific higher version technology power cell that would need to be used to do this AI. So you probably haven't run into anything like this in the past before, but you know that there are probably places, it's a rare market for them, but there are probably places that have them. You're not really sure if you could find one here on this station or not, because if Guyana is in charge and she's looking for somebody to go try to find one, it's probably a pretty clear indication that she doesn't have any inner workings of where one could be here.
All right. So would Jack then know of any kind of Radio Shack out in space that would sell said device?
There is
Like, it's like does he know of like a kind of market or a station or a planet somewhere that does deal in these kind of more specific tech things?
There's a guy who works at a station. It used to be an old asteroid mine in an asteroid belt. within the Tenebris system. It's called the Messier 51 system. It's basically just it used to be there used to be a planet there, and then that planet basically got exploded during the war, and now it's nothing but asteroid field. But they took those asteroids and they started mining those asteroids, and there is one of those particular mining places. The station itself is called Artemis 9. They, you know a guy by the name of Rebar.
Reba.
That might know something about this.
I relate all of that information to my new shipmates.
How far away is that?
Well, I'll show you. If you guys are in roll 20, I will take you to, let's see which map will show you the best indication. This one probably will. So I'll take you here. Are you guys able to see what's on the screen there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move this to map overlay so people can see at home. So if you zoom in, you can see where it says the Iron Ring on this map is where you guys are located. And if you look, there's Messier 51 asteroid belt to the right. Okay, so if you're thinking about it in terms of like how far away it is, you have to look at where it says far, habitable zone, close, because imagine all these areas are kind of revolving around the central star.
So it's within the close.
So you're going
distance of us?
You're going from far to close. So you're going through two kind of sections of space. So in this, it's kind of abstract in the time that it would take, but it would probably take you about a week of travel in space to get to this location with your current vessel, if not maybe a little bit longer. Space travel isn't like Star Wars in this, where it's like super fast. Like, it's kind of a slow, drawn-out process.
And so that would take 2 fuel?
Yes, it would cost 2 of your fuel.
So we're currently 4 of 6, so we could get there and come back. But then we'd be empty at that point. Or if it redirects us somewhere else, we just have to be wary of that.
We could maybe refuel at the asteroid system.
If they have something.
Do we have any money?
We got a little bit of money. How much money are we talking now?
That's a good question.
Well, theoretically, we would be able to refuel when we return with the asked for device.
1 unit of fuel is 100 hollows.
Yeah, fuel's kind of expensive because it's a little bit rare.
You know what? I'll put all my hollows towards fuel right now, not holding back.
What else do you have?
And remember too, Kenar 62, which is where the station that or the place that you guys are currently at, is like, this has an abundance of fuel here. Like, this is a refueling station kind of place. That like deals with transportation such as this. So fuel is something that you can get a hold of here. Now, other places in space may not be as abundant.
Well, we can go there,
Wait,
hit it up, find more information, and then we can always come back here and refuel.
can we refuel now before we leave? We still have 2 tanks open, right?
We do, but I don't have. I already contributed all my hollows. I can't give any more.
So do we take the chance and come back?
I'll put us in for 1.
I have 34 hollows. That is not against anything. Jack! That's not Jack. Yes, Jack. Much you have no money, no fuel money.
Let's see.
I mean,
I can contribute a little bit. I also um seem to own a large gem. Maybe we might sell it for some hollows. And he pulls out from his jacket this large kind of aquamarine, blue green gem.
is it the one you found in the seat from the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately, you guys all recognize that gem.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I found it. It was
Found it
just
where?
lying around. I don't
In
remember.
in the ship?
I'm so old.
Yes. Let's not make a big deal of it. Let's sell the gem, get some money, and let's fuel the tanks.
I mean, also we can go with our original strategy when we first, started and just hook up the fuel line and maybe siphon some gas. I mean, worked out well last time.
Hey, if you wanna try it out, go ahead.
I mean, I think the tool should still be there. It's not like anyone. I don't think anyone caught it
Been a while. You have to double check.
because the people who knew are dead.
But
Do you want to go check?
I can do that. I can go over there and see if the parts are still there, intact.
No also gives 100 hollows, and if not, put us in for one.
All right, works for me.
Dev.
I want a receipt.
I'm gonna say it goes to the fuel, Dev.
I like take the parts that I was like using to repair the ship, and I just put them in Dawn's hands. Here, just go ahead and finish that up real quick, and yeah, I'll go check out the fuel bay.
Okay. Does anybody want to go with Devlin, or is he going by himself?
Well, I'm fixing wherever he's supposed to be fixing.
Okay.
I think I need a nap.
No, we'll go. No, we'll go.
No, we'll go. Okay.
Before he goes, though, he takes the optical space part that he got from Jack and puts it next to Eve and says, "Keep an eye on him."
Yes, Captain. You guys do notice that Andronima is going to stay at the ship. Basically, she's going to act as the ship's pilot for any instances where she would have to start to move the vessel, or if you guys say, "Hey, bring it over to the," can you communicate to her, tell her to bring it over to the docking bay or whatever. She'll take care of it. So that'll be kind of like what she does in her absence, is just take care of all the bridge commands and piloting the vessel. So you guys, Devlin and Noah, head towards the fuel bay. You can see it's pretty. I mean, Kennar 62 is always kind of hustle and bustle. Like, there's a lot of people coming in and out of this place. It is a place where not a lot of people stay too long, but they come in, do their business, and then shuttle off elsewhere or shuttle off to various jobs or whatever it is that they are doing. But you make your way to the fuel bay, and it's a lot like it was the last time you've seen it. I mean, there's a couple of vessels that are parked in some of the hatches, like getting refueled. A couple of the bays are open.
But should you really be out here? I thought you still had that warrant out for yourself.
You marked me pretty good, and it was outside of this area. So are we inside or outside of that area right now?
You set the contract, not me.
It was supposed to be inside this main area, so I think we're still in it. So we're still good.
All right, just a little weird to have a bounty on yourself in a station.
Yes.
I still don't understand that or why you guys jump in the boxes. But all right, over here at this bay over here is where everything was going to go down and happen. So let's just head over, take a look. I think one of the main issues for siphoning is going to be I believe someone had to be on the outside to capture what was happening. So we're either going to have to somehow, if it's still working, of course, somehow get the ship over there awkwardly, or we're going to have someone have a tank out there to capture everything. But yeah, let's just go over and see if the tube even has the connection to it.
Okay.
So Bay 7, I believe, is the number of the bay that it was that you guys approach. To your dismay, Devlin, you discover that the whole pipeline attachment has been replaced with something different.
Mm.
They upgraded
So-
and customized this pipeline and changed it from what it was before.
So this isn't the pipe that we were looking for.
Are we in the wrong place?
Oh no, we're definitely in the right place, but they looks like they finally invested in some new piping. Let me take a look and see if there's anything that could be adjusted, so to speak.
Okay. Go ahead and make we'll just call this a tech check.
Tech, all right, and I have no void points for once.
Oh,
So?
we'll have to change that tonight.
17 plus 2, 19.
19. With the appropriate parts and pieces, you think you could do it. The problem is you remember how hard and how much time it took to gather those pieces the last time. And the last time you had somebody on the inside who could help you. That person is now no longer with you in here, which would make things a little bit more difficult.
Ah, crap. Well, we could do it for sure, but it's definitely gonna take a little bit of time. Like, we have to go scavenge parts again, and again, we're still gonna have to coordinate and get someone on the other side, on the outside, to somehow be in a spacesuit or somehow make the ship unnoticed while it's sitting there illegally siphoning gas. I mean, I think this is probably going to take anywhere from a half day if we're lucky to maybe like 2 or 3 days potentially, maybe even a week, depending on just trying to find the parts.
If we can even find them.
Right.
So if modification is out of the question, can we just straight up steal it?
I mean, technically, we could fly our ship in here, and then, yes, we could pseudo dock, but I'm pretty sure they would try and lock the clamps on us, and they would very easily see a ship coming into a bay that's not supposed to have a ship when the manager's right over there. And then we're going to have to plug this in, hope they don't turn off the gas to the pipe, and then get as much as we can and then flee, hoping that they don't shut the doors to the outside, locking us inside. But yeah, it's possible.
Is there an actual way to actually steal the fuel we need without hooking up?
There's nothing I can really see without... I mean, these new pipes have systems in place that the minute you disconnect it, it shuts off the gas to prevent spillage, and the only way you're going to be able to turn it back on is because of the sensor and everything else going into it. And even to be able to bypass that, just to even turn it on to have fuel come out, the minute they realize that sensor's not connected and fuel's coming out, probably someone's going to be on the board somewhere seeing the red light flashing and cut it off. We get maybe, I don't know, 20 gallons probably before something shut down, and that's not even worth a couple hollows. So
We could see if Don be willing to do another date.
I like where your head's at. You know, we should go to Guyana and set up this date to make sure it's good to go, and then he can talk about how we're going to help find this part, and we were just wondering if we can get a top off at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You're a genius.
Some say.
You know what? Let's go see Guyana. This is so much better.
So, as they wrap their heads around these elaborate plans to steal fuel from Kenar 62's fueling bay, they decide they want to take a walk and visit Guyana in her office. So, anywhere, you guys just heading straight to Guyana's office back there? Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys head straight there. Dawn and Jack, you guys finish. The ship is now complete. The storage module has been successfully attached. And it seems like all your systems, computer systems within the vessel are all online and ready and active. Is there anything you guys need to discuss or want to talk about while the other two are gone?
Jack, do you have anything to say about how you cut the parts? Or you just want to keep it to yourself? I mean, you could tell me I was with you the whole time.
I mean, if I told you how, then all of the mystery would be gone. And then anyone would be able to do it. My ability to acquire things means that I have to keep my methods a little close to the vest.
Okay.
I'm sure you understand. It's proprietary.
Sure. You know what? I like a little mystery. I'm okay with that. But
I
next
bet you
time,
do.
Next time, if you leave me alone to go to the bathroom, you have to let me know. Can you sleep?
Is there some type of code phrase or sign that I need to give you? I need to look at you and go like this?
Sure. Yeah, you do. It's only to keep track, because I didn't want to stay there by myself with guards and this Guyana lady. I was gonna ask her
She
questions.
seemed to rather like you. She's rather taken with you, it seems.
Yeah, I guess where it is. Sometimes you have to go through hard stuff to get what you need. Anyway, so I'm done with what Death told me to do. I guess do we
Your
have
friend,
anything-
your friend Noah doesn't seem to be my biggest fan.
Well, he is dealing with this evil twin, Noah. He has a lot in his mind.
A lot of trust issues, it seems.
Nah, he's really good. I like him. We had some good times together. You know.
Does
he
his
died-
evil twin have like a goatee,
Okay.
like facial hair?
I've never seen the evil twin since he left. So
Something inside of me thinks that the evil twin should have facial hair.
yeah, I believe it. Like a mustache.
Right. The
Yeah.
black one that he twirls.
Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah. With a little hat.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, he
Quite-
has a lot of things going on.
Quite the dapper villain.
We've been through a lot. Don't mind him. Every person that came into this ship have not come back. Yeah, if you think about it. Everybody that came in died. Well, one guy didn't die. He went to a different universe. Or multiverse.
Well, at least there's 1 point in the win category for you.
Yeah. I guess. But we'll be fine.
In all of my travels, despite all of the horrors I faced in this galaxy, you've got to take the wins when you find them.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Alright.
Now, let's see what this galley has in terms of some hot Earl Grey tea.
I guess we're
we,
done.
and we pan to Devlin and Noah, who are standing in front of the security guards who are standing outside the door to Guyana's establishment. And one is questioning your purpose of being here because, excuse me, you don't have an appointment.
She told us we don't need appointments.
Did she?
You want to go ask her?
Yes, I do.
Well,
He
just
turns
tell
around.
her. Just tell her it's related to Dawn.
Oh, the fellow with the nice hat.
He gets a hat.
He did last time he was here. Did he get rid of it? It was a really nice hat.
Huh. I wonder where he got the hat from.
Hmm.
He didn't have one before, so maybe he picked it up for the date.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just left not too long ago. Let me go talk to Guyana just to be sure. All of a sudden, one of the security guards disappears. The other one stands there looking kind of menacing with his arms crossed in front of his chest for just a moment. Eventually, the sliding glass door opens. You can see that the security guard tells the other one to kind of step to the side, and they part, allowing you guys to pass into that open area, which still has a table set up in the middle of the room, but there's nothing on it. It's just like this strange, it looks like this cone at the bottom that's hovering, kind of like if you were spun a top on a table. Like it looks like that, but that's the way the table looks. It has this flat glass top on it, and it looks like it's just balancing on one little point down at the bottom center. And you can see there's like these little hover chairs that are kind of like floating around it. And it looks like that somebody has cleaned this table recently and is just kind of sitting there. And Guyana makes her way walking down those steps that lead to the other room where you guys remember where the kind of Xanta's office was. This used to be like the dance club, but it's now not a dance club anymore. So she steps down and sees you approaching. Oh, I thought they said Don was here again.
Oh no, sorry. This was in reference to Dawn.
Oh, fine. Friends of Don's, friends of mine, please have a seat.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, we didn't mean to take much time. We just wanted to let you know that since we were in the area, Dawn very much took to you and was telling us about it. And just as a little hint, he was thinking of potentially asking you out on a date to go stroll the ring.
Oh. Listen, please, have a seat. Have a seat with me. And she sits down on one of those little like hover. It's really just like a disc that's like floating there, and it's kind of like a little hover stool that when she sits on it, just kind of mushes just a little bit and just bounces into place. And she crosses one leg over the other and sits there, and it slowly kind of hovers in under this glass table as you're sitting there. See, you see this thing about Dawn. I feel like I'm giving him the wrong impression.
What
You see,
impression do you think?
You see, I'm just not looking for anything right now. And I don't want his feelings to get incredibly hurt. So the fact that you have told me that he is very much fallen, which obviously,
Obviously.
I want to make sure that he doesn't get his hopes up too much. Pursuing someone like me, you know.
Oh, of course.
Would you like us to let him down easy for you?
Maybe if you could plant the seed That would be helpful. But don't pull his heart out of his chest and replace it with some kind of robotic AI.
I think losing a shot at you is going to rip him into a million different pieces.
And I also ask, don't be so closed out either. Just keep the thought. Because if you were, just hypothetically, if you were interested in looking at pursuing something, would he fit that bill? Not saying right now, but say maybe a month, 2 months from now, things change. All of a sudden, you want, a little one running around in the future. It's just something to think about. I think, it could be something that you don't have to make it a thing, but keep them around maybe.
Make a savvy check for me, Devlin.
Ooh. 4 + 1. Aced that.
You can take a void point now. You're no longer voidless. Me, little ones, settling down. I just took over a station. I'm a busy woman. I have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. And I think he'd be more than willing to support you in any way possible.
Well, I just don't want him to get his hopes up, that's all.
Completely understand. And just a side note, we are looking at potentially going and flying out to go ahead and get those the parts that you needed for the AI, the battery.
Oh, yes, this is fantastic. Yeah, ever since that one got demolished, it's made it hard to keep those AIs on a correct security rotation.
Noah has all the information, I think, of our game plan of when we're going to go and what we're going to do. So if you have any questions, feel free.
Well, absolutely. I mean, when do you plan on going? You plan on going right away?
We will be leaving soon because I think our ship should just about be ready. Thanks again for that, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. I know it was a deal that you made under previous leadership, but I want to see that deals can be made in the future, and I like to keep my network open.
And we appreciate being a part of your network. We sincerely do. And this trip is going to take some time. And as you know, fuel is a thing. And we're worried about being able to go and get this part and be able to get back. To help us out?
Oh, Don didn't tell you?
No.
I would supply the fuel for your vessel.
You are amazing. And a credit to your profession.
Well, I mean, if you're going to find this power cell for me, I will make sure that the fuel is supplied, and upon return, I will make sure that any fuel that you expended on this journey will be covered. That is something I have a lot of. I can deal with the fuel. It's some of the other things that are a little bit trickier.
No, I appreciate it. By chance, is there anything else that you might be looking for? So that way, while we're on our journey, if we come across it, that you might be interested in?
Well, I don't know how possible or easy this would be. I don't know how Xanta got those first 4 units. But I'm sure if you can find a power cell for it where you're going, who knows? Maybe there's additional ones of these AIs around that could be acquired or purchased. Perhaps you could at least find out the asking price of one of them for me. That would be the least you could do.
Could I maybe examine the one that you need this part for?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I will take you up to the office where it is in its bay.
I'd appreciate it.
And she leads you up those steps into that inner office where the sliding doors go, and you walk inside to see that two of the bays are absent. So you assume that these AI units are probably out doing their rounds. You see the green one is currently in its bay charging. And the blue one is lying outside its bay. Because of the damage, it can no longer, like, connect to its bay properly. So they can't actually put it in there. Like, it doesn't, like, actually hook up anymore. She, like, walks up to it and she's like, gosh, that's weird. I don't remember that.
Remember what?
This one's missing its eye, too.
Do you need us to get that part as well?
Well, that would be helpful. I mean, I could probably rig something or have one of my repair crew rig it or one of my other AI units, but they're not trustworthy.
Do you have a rat problem?
Space rats are awful.
You might want to check these vents.
That's a good idea. I'll get my AIs on it.
Thank you. So Noah will just scan over the AI looking for any type of identifying marks that might tell me of a company who made it, or any type of like serial numbers or things like that that we can look it up.
Oh. Cool. As you're scanning it, this particular one does have a number, like, back behind the, as you're you have to take some parts out to find it. You have to take, like, the power cell out. So she also mentions if you'd like to take the broken power cell, the damaged power cell, with you as reference, that you could take it.
I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
But the serial number on this one says FV730 is the number on the back of this one. It doesn't seem to have any kind of indication of a manufacturer, but at least there's a serial number listed there.
That will be helpful. Thank you. So Noah makes a note of that.
Do you have a rough price that you're looking for in terms of replacement parts? Like, if we come across, say, a whole entire facility, in case you want us to at least bring one or two back or something, and then that we could negotiate on your behalf if there's a price or something. More than happy to at least bring something back and then give you the information for the future, so that way you can connect with them directly.
Well, unfortunately, that's a little bit difficult in this day and age. Let's do this. I will record a holographic message that you guys can take with you, and you can actually use it in the negotiation process. Said things that are available, if they are available. I'm sure that these AI units are not going to be cheap if there's any available.
So you don't have, like, a price that you're looking for, just so that way, like, for example, if it's 100,000 hollows, would you be willing? If it was 50,000, what's the value that you place on it?
Well, it depends. It depends on what they're willing to barter in with as well. See, I'm willing to trade the use and access to our fueling station, if that is something that they, of course, need.
Good to know.
If it's something that we can straight up trade like that, I would much prefer that.
Absolutely.
Fuel provided or just access?
Well, that would probably be the part that would need to be negotiated further, but if we get past that first part of the bartering process, then we can reach an agreement later.
All right. And then what would just be an arbitrary value that if that would be a great deal for you if you could just buy it with cash?
If I could buy it with hollows, I would like to see the number 10,000 or less.
We'll keep that in mind just in case, because if they're cheaper for whatever reason, um, we can definitely note that as well.
Sounds good.
That's a lot of hollows.
It is.
You have that kind of money?
I do now.
And you have to remember, these AIs do a lot of work too, not just security.
They've
I
been an
couldn't even-
important. They've been an important reason why Xanta was able to build Kenar 62 into what it is today.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I think it's time for us to head back, and then if you think of anything else that you might be looking for or need, feel free to give us a ring, or if you want to talk to anyone in particular from our crew, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to arrange it.
Mhm.
Well, let's see if you make it back alive first.
Of course we will.
I know you will.
And if you see a version of me by himself, don't let him in.
You have a twin brother?
Something like that. Have a good day now.
And Devlin and Noah make their way out of Guyana's office. And I think that's a good time for us to take our break tonight, as we're sitting at about 8:30. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, everybody, to refill our beverages and get a quick stretch. So enjoy our mid-roll ads, and we will be back in just a short bit. Make sure you check out our sponsors as well while you have a free moment. And I will see you guys in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody, to Omen, right here at the Proficiency Bonus YouTube channel. We're going to dive right back into our adventure as we have Noah and Devlin returning to the Omen vessel that is still docked at Kenar 62 on the Iron Ring. And Dawn and Jack, you are reunited with your companions as they walk back in from visiting the fuel refueling station, part of Kenar 62. Take it away, everybody.
Thanks, Dawn.
Dev, I'm done.
Yeah, you left out the part where we were going to hijack fuel, and oh, by the way, Guyana was going to give us the fuel for free.
Ah, that's what you meant by that. I completely took a different way. My bad.
What'd you think she said?
No, let's just. I'm glad we got a few though.
Yeah, we almost went back to square one with the ring.
I mean, you know, it happens.
She
Oh,
says she's
very-
looking forward to seeing you again.
I bet she is. Why? Wait, you want to talk to her? You're not supposed to go talk to her. You're supposed
Oh,
to be
jealous?
a to the fuel. The plan was for you guys to go check the fuel thingy.
We
come
did.
back, and come back.
I didn't.
No.
There was nothing about coming back. If anything, we're supposed to call the ship over so we can start fueling. Which,
Okay.
since you finished that, Andromeda, can you start flying us over to the fuel station?
I got
so
it.
we appreciate it.
That was the worst expression.
At that point, you guys can hear that the engines start to kick up on the Omen as the ship is disengaged from the docking tube. And you guys are slowly drifting kind of on the outside of Kenar 62. And Andromeda's like drifting the vessel around and incoming, making communication in with the docking bay, fueling bay, as you guys are pulling in to hook up. Easily enough for Andromeda to do, to hook into the fueling bay where the fueling hose is attached, and you guys can see that the refueling process is topping your tanks off. After just a short moment, the fuel tanks are filled. There's a ding in the cockpit as the fuel reaches full capacity, and Andromeda kind of looks towards all of you and it's like, "Okay, where to?"
Noah has the details. I forget the location. Something about some asteroid field. Or wait, was that? I forget who said that.
That is me. I had the information.
Oh, we're flying through an asteroid field?
No, we're flying to an asteroid field.
All right, whatever. Andromeda like rolls up her sleeves of her jacket.
Which way, Jack?
I provide coordinates.
Okay, Jack issues some coordinates. Andronimus starts typing in some of the computer systems, starts grabbing the control sticks, and pulls the Omen out of the docking bay here at the refueling cell. And you guys watch outside and through some of the porthole windows that are very small little windows that you have outside. Kennar 62 seems to disappear into the expanse of space into the background as the engines start to go a little bit louder as Andronima kind of kicks it into gear and starts heading in that direction. Andronima sets the speed probably at about 50% for two reasons. Number one, it's always good to save on fuel, not to be going full bore through space. And two, you never want to show any potential other vessels your true potential of what your ship actually has. That way, if you were approached, you still have 50% of your throttle that you can use to justify getting away.
Is he hinting towards something? I wasn't picking up on that subtle cue, I think.
But you guys are flying in through space.
Well, so Don, I'm gonna go take a nap, but just so you're aware, she, Guyana, she probably would be interested in, going out for like a walk, a tour of the ring. If you're ever in the area or something.
By the time we come back to this spot, I'll forget all about it. Remind me when we come back.
I know you're gonna be heartbroken.
I'm only gonna do it if we need something. I'm not gonna do it if we don't need something.
You don't have to hide your feelings from us. It's okay. We understand.
Go to bed. Just go take a nap. What do you guys do? I don't understand. You guys seem so...
Listen, I know she's got you riled up right now. Just, we'll be back soon enough for your date, okay? I'm gonna go take a nap.
Excellent idea.
So we have the storage unit now, right?
You do.
And we have
And-
food.
Is the food, I guess, is in the storage unit now, right?
You can put it there.
Mm.
And you can also make it like a refrigerator in that storage room too, if you wanted to. So you can change the temperature.
That's exactly what Noah's going to do. He's going to make it very comfortable in there, like 75, 76 degrees, and head on in and take off his shoes and socks.
Okay.
It's not cold in here.
There you go.
When's the last time you washed your feet? Oh, what is that smell? I was just starting to go to sleep. What is that? Is that the food? What? Oh my god.
Wait, you taking off your shoes where
And
we keep the food?
socks.
Where we keep the food?
Like you've never eaten anything worse.
Oh, this.
I have eaten worse. But I can't remember at the moment.
we can seal this, right? And like get rid of all the oxygen in there so that way the smell doesn't come out.
Well, no, I would die.
That sounds like a him problem. My nose is about to die.
You guys do remember you also did have a rotting, decomposing Noah body on your ship for some period of time.
You're used to the smell.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we gonna do now? We're gonna get the power cell and hopefully evil Noah doesn't come carry us.
I don't think he knows how to fly a ship.
Like
Maybe he
don't know
does.
it.
We don't know where he is. I think he's back on there trying to kill more people. I don't think he's going to be anywhere near us for the time being.
I thought Eve told us he was going somewhere else. The last time we talked.
He was outside of the city, but he doesn't have a way to get around anywhere.
Unless he hijacks another ship.
Good luck finding us.
But if you could see him, he could see you.
Only
Should
if I
be-
use that machine.
Only if you use it. Okay.
And I'm not going back in that thing.
I'm okay.
I have a half a mind to destroy it, but I think Andromeda would be quite mad at me if I did.
I would
Yeah.
be. He says from the bridge.
Alright, let's go get this power core then. And hopefully 5 of us go in, 5 of us go out.
Is
That's
Devil
asking
sleepy
a
yet?
lot. Well, I was about to until your smell hit me, and I'm looking for a clothespin or something because I just want to mouth breathe right now and just not have it go through my nostrils.
Fine. Noah puts his socks and shoes back on.
Do we have a shower in the ship?
I don't think you have a shower. You probably have a room that has a toilet in it,
Oh, no shower.
but probably not a shower.
We've been drenching blood, evil blood, alien blood, and we haven't showered. Oh, actually,
the mi-
no, we did.
The mine facility had showers.
Yeah, I think you guys
I
took a
did.
shower at the mine facility.
We did. I remember.
Yeah. That's the last time I think you guys got cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about Jack.
Jack doesn't take a shower. It's just natural.
You guys have not seen Jack even take off his coat in the whole time he's been there.
So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Well, actually, let's do this. Dawn, roll a d6 for me, please, and tell me what you get.
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After about 5 days of travel through space, Eve comes online. Captains, scanners have picked up an indication of something approaching.
Like catching up to us or approaching from the front?
It appears that we are catching from... It's ahead of us.
It's evil Noah.
So we're catching it.
Indeed. It appears to be stationary. We're approaching. Rather
Wait,
fast.
we've done this before. We've
We've seen this happen.
And so we go there and we take everything they have.
We have no offensive weapons.
We don't have to attack. We're pirates. We go close to them, we talk to them. If they're anybody's alive, we become friendly, and then we shoot. Noah likes to shoot people.
Unless their ship has guns and then they shoot us.
That's where we talk to them first. And Noah is very good at convincing people.
Am I?
I say we just keep on going.
What do you think, Noah?
You know what? I'm bored. Spice things up a bit.
Eve's like pulling up visual on the front scanner screen now, and you can see that there is a screen up there on the front that pulls up a visual of what seems to be a damaged ship, almost to the point where it almost looks broken in half.
Dev, come on.
See, that thing can't chase us.
Oh, sure it is. How about this? We get close to it and we send Jack first.
Jack wakes up from his nap. What?
We have something for you to acquire.
Yes, it's my time to shine.
So
Yeah, what do you need me to get?
Have Ava analyze the ship from the outside first.
What was that? Sorry.
Eva, right? Or Eve? No, I was talking
Eve.
to Noah.
Eve.
Sorry. Eve. Have Eve analyze the ship from outside first.
any
if
weapons?
any weapons or any kind of heat signatures if we have to. If she could do it.
Yeah, she does a quick analysis. You hear her say, "Analyzing now," and the scanners do their toll. If you gotta remember, right, the scanners on this ship are not that great. So you're not getting any like heat signature coming from this vessel. Most of you can determine that because of the damage of the vessel, that there might be some kind of mechanical failure going on within the ship as well. So it could be very, very cold, as probably a lot of the support systems are probably offline on this vessel. She indicates, "I don't appear to see any visuals of any kind of defensive mechanisms or weaponry upon the vessel. But
Shall we?
they could have been heavily damaged or destroyed."
Shall we?
Eve, are you able to tell us what type of stuff could have done that damage?
It could be a number of things. It could be just simply an accident. Space vessels traveling too fast run into space debris all the time. Perhaps pirates. Weaponry could have done that kind of damage as well.
Getcha.
I'm willing to take a chance, but I don't want the ship to be hurt by something else while we're checking this out.
Then let's play up. Like we
Andromeda's
always
like,
do.
"Look, I got the ship. That's what I do."
If you see something, you run.
You mean fly? You fools.
You can't run.
I can certainly go across to this other ship to see if there's anything to find.
How will you get on the ship?
Do we have any kind of extravehicular suits?
Oh, we still have the suits from.
I think you took some suits from someone.
Yeah, we took.
I don't know how many you have, though.
I think it was like one or two, and I think it was from like Santa.
Santa's.
I think you at least have two.
I have my
Okay.
negative boots and a breathing
Because I remember you
Oh.
picked them up from somewhere. I just couldn't remember where you got them and how many.
So if we have two, Don and Jack, y'all want to do it, or you want me to go?
I will go. I want you to think that I'm pulling my weight.
You know what? I'm going to say, because I don't know the exact number, there are enough EVA suits that if you all wanted to go, they are available.
Yeah,
I will say that Andronima will stay on the ship. She doesn't. We'll say there's only enough for you guys to go, and that she does not have one.
Yeah, Dev. We can
Yeah,
all go.
well, no. And I just sit down in the other co-pilot seat and throw my feet up and lean back against the chair and just go, "Y'all do whatever you want. I'm staying on here. I'm not getting involved with this. Last time you guys brought me in the elevator, and look how that worked out. I'm
But you-
staying here where it's
but you
safe
have
and
fun.
sound."
I guess we all going
Alright.
again.
Let's suit up. Before Noah goes to suit up, he runs to put a washer on Dev's hand.
Andronima
Like-
reaches into like this drawer and kind of opens up this drawer and hands this like strange, almost like looks like a headset with a little speaker system that comes out, a little microphone, and hands it to you, Dev. And it's like, well, at least you can do is keep into contact with them.
This isn't one of those things that's gonna, like, brain.
Oh
thing.
yes, it's gonna eat your face. No, it's not, Devlin. Andronima like
It's a radio, dude.
Listen, you had that little box, and now you said the box was trying to kill you. The last thing, I don't know what this stuff is or how it connects. I just
that is a good
don't want to
point.
die.
Are you a tech guy? And you?
Eh.
Eh? Would-
He's about
More of a-
repairs, not about using.
Yeah, I repair big machines and stuff like that. I don't do the stuff.
All right, we're wasting time. Let's go.
Yes.
Now, another thing to be aware of, you guys do realize that if this vessel is indeed life support systems offline, which will also probably mean that its gravity is probably offline as well within the vessel. So you're going to be out in zero gravity, which makes
I have
magnetic boots would be definitely helpful. If there's anything else that you have that could help you to stay attached to something, would also be extremely helpful.
The EVA suits don't have grav boots in them.
They don't have their. Well, that's a question. I don't. Let me double check because I think they might.
Oh, and how's my stomach doing?
Over the past few days, I mean, the pain goes in and out, and you can feel the rumble every once in a while. But nothing has really changed. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so with a light EVA suit, which is what you guys have, your defense rating is +0, so it doesn't add anything to your defense rating. It actually has 3 item slots, so you guys can like attach items to it.
That's comes in the weapons.
I guess if you're carrying a weapon, it's okay, but if you like put it in like your pouch or whatever, then that would probably count as an item
slots.
Yeah. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have its own thrusters, but can instead use a manned maneuvering unit, an MMU, a propulsion unit carrying the same nitrogen. So basically, it's like this handheld thruster that you're able to like maneuver to put yourself in different directions.
And
It's like one of those cans of air that you get at high altitude places.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of going and like getting a little hit of oxygen, you can just like point and kind of
point and shoot, and it makes you go in different directions. Yeah.
we do have an umbilical cord that can connect to the spacecraft,
Yep, you do.
and magnetic boots.
Oh,
There you go. Yep, so you guys can, in fact, like, connect the cable to the Omen, or you can take the cable and connect it to the other vessel, depending on where it is that you are. So,
So I'm gonna take my staff. And I'm gonna put in my pockets my knife and my pistol.
okay,
That's my, just in case.
okay. Yeah, you guys can. It says it takes 5 minutes to put these on, so you guys got about 5 minutes to kind of get yourself situated as Andronima takes the Omen in close. She's kind of keeping the scanners going too. Nothing new like pops up on the scanners. It kind of seems to say the same as you guys start to approach this this derelict vessel.
Michael, are we all like kind of changing in like the same area, this like staging area of the ship?
Probably, yeah. I mean, this ship
Okay.
isn't very big.
Right.
Don't look.
Let me.
So for
I'll
the
take
first
you
time
guys,
since you guys have seen him, you see Jack remove his, over large coat, and a couple of things happen, and I'll leave it up to Michael if you want to roll for like seeing these things happen. Thing number one is you see that there are plenty of scars and markings on his arms and shoulders. And thing number two is a small holographic picture device falls out of his pocket and turns on for a moment and before it flickers off. So if Michael acquiesces, maybe you guys can roll to see.
yeah, let's do
If you guys notice
savvy
something
checks.
specific.
Let's do savvy checks for Dawn and Noah, and then determining they have to roll a 12 to succeed or above, and if they do, then you can share
What it is they see.
what it is they see.
My like 12.
You got a
18.
total of 18. So they both succeed. So you can go ahead and describe.
All
that.
right. The scars and markings, especially like on kind of like his upper arm area, looks like these kind of strange, like almost like half moon marks that look like teeth, like from a human mouth. And you also notice that just for that flicker of a moment, that the hollow picture that showed up was a much younger looking Jack, was still with a beard and glasses, but with dark hair and standing upright, with the same jacket, but it's with a group of different people right outside of a ship.
Okay.
But it's like kind of zoomed in, so you can't like see the ship, as a whole. But it's like you see like a bulkhead, behind them.
Are you gonna? Okay. Noah,
Yes, Don.
do you see what I see?
Bites.
What? Sorry.
Bite marks.
Yep. Bite marks. Human bite marks. Well, they look human to me.
They don't look fresh.
We did say he was like 1,000 years old.
Jack.
Yes. Pardon me, I'm not decent. And he kind of shuffles up into his EVA suit. Yes, how may I help you?
Why do you have bite marks?
A gentleman never discusses such things. Suffice it to say that out there in the black, that sometimes when you come across rather unsavory types of people, and very savory types of people as it happens.
So those are consensual bite marks.
No, they were not.
What bite marks? Man, we've all been through those phases. Don't worry about it.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, Jaws.
Interesting.
Okay.
Alright, we'll leave it like that for now, right?
For now,
For now.
watching him.
So you guys hear, you can feel like the vessel starting to turn a bit, and you can hear that the engines are slowing up to just barely idle right now, as a lot of the, I guess, the carbon emissions from the thrusters that kind of turn the vessel in this outer space here, is you can see the puffs outside as they starts to shift, and Andronima tells you we're about ready for boarding. This one's going to be a little rough though, because we don't have anything to attach to.
You find something and grab on. It's not that hard.
So basically what you guys are going to have to do is you're going to have to seal the entry area, basically depressurize it, and basically kind of open the door and kind of float and use your tools, what you have at your hand, to be able to direct yourself towards this derelict, because there's no place where the ship is just too damaged. You can't attach to it. Like, you guys are going to have to probably fly, maybe use your EVA suits to maneuver into some of the damage of the ship to get inside of it.
Hey, Noah, do
Yep.
you have a dog behind you?
Do I have a what? Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I saw something in the background. I'm like, oh god, man, continue. It'll be fine.
A little baby dog.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna attach the suits into our ship or their ship.
Our
What's the
ship
plan?
first until we know if it can support us.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
So you guys basically take yourselves into the lowering ramp that is sealed at the top, where you guys are kind of like crammed into this small space at first, and you can hear it depressurizes. It's kind of like all this air is released, and eventually that lower door is opened to where the ramp starts to just kind of slowly fall away, and you can see that you're able to kind of hook. There's these two poles that kind of go side by side along the ramp that you guys could actually hook your umbilicals to for your departure. So you all kind of seem to clip those on to this, and you can see the derelict floating there, and it looks like the easiest entry point is a large opening in kind of the center area of the hall that seems to be where the thing is almost split in half. You can see it's connected on one side, but there's this big mouth-like opening on the one side that looks like there's scrap just kind of floating around, metal parts and pieces that are just kind of floating in space there as this thing is just drifting.
Noah's gonna launch himself towards the gap.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Noah begins to launch himself towards the gap. And because there isn't really anything kind of blocking you from being able to do this, you guys are using those little canisters to start blowing your way towards there. I'm going to move you guys to a different map and roll 20.
Ooh.
And let's hope that you will be able to see something. Is my hope. Do you guys see anything or just a black screen?
Black screen?
Black.
I figured. Let me see if I can fix it. Yes, because you don't have vision.
Noah opens his eyes.
Nice.
Wait, guys, I'm blind.
Strange.
Oh, yeah.
Jack has vision. I'm gonna I have Devlin, I have your token on here too, so you'll be able to see.
You shouldn't see anything.
You still can't see anything, guys?
I see my token.
You see your token, but you don't see anything else. Let's see. What can I do? I think I have an idea what I need to do. Let me try to do this. Do you see anything?
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir.
Everything.
You see everything?
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, no. It's
Not everything.
just what we're around because I'm looking off into like here and it's very segmented.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
I see black.
Okay, so yeah, if you
Same.
see black, that's good because that's the areas I do not want you to see.
No, I
We
see
only-
complete blackness.
You just see complete blackness.
Yeah.
And the darkness shifts when I move my token.
Good. That's what it's supposed to do. Save.
Do I need to
settings.
put token on there?
You have a token on here.
Yeah, I
Um,
see Jack.
You see your token right there, Jack?
No, sir.
I'm shift pinging you right now.
I see where the shift ping is, but no token.
Weird, because your settings are exactly like everyone else's. Represents Jack. Dynamic lighting has vision on. We might just have to communicate to you what's going on, or I can try to re-drag your token onto the map.
My glasses. I can't see anything without my glasses.
Why isn't it deleting it? Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why.
We lost Jack. He died.
Jack, I'm gonna pull your new token up. Any changes?
No.
All right, I'm just gonna have to just are you currently watching the stream on YouTube?
I am not. I don't have the power to do both things at once.
Gotcha. I will just try to communicate to you what you see, and I will kind of move your token around as you make your way.
There's like a film on the visor of my EVA suit.
That's right. All you hear is Devlin kind of guiding you as the dungeon master voice.
The last time you cleaned this thing.
Okay. So you guys, as you're floating into this vessel, you're dodging some debris, you're moving through this field. You can see lots of metallic pieces and cargo are just kind of like floating around. And you see that there is a couple of doorways inside this opening. It looks like some type of large area is open in this space. Looks to be some kind of cargo hold of some sort of the vessel as you're floating closer.
Noah, do you want to go left or right?
From our perspective, is like the helm of the ship on the left, right?
You're not really 100% sure, but go ahead and make anybody can make a savvy check if you'd like to kind of inspect or perceive in this
8.
instance. 8. That's a fail. You're not really sure.
And
you
a
can
void point.
And a void point. That's right.
Yay!
Got 1
A 1.
and 1, so take a void point.
Take a void point as well. Yeah, you guys aren't really sure. This thing is just so damaged. It's really hard to tell where the front is, where the back is, what it was even for. I mean, it's what do you even kind of ship it is.
Well, I guess there's an open space over here. Gotta start somewhere, right? So Noah bounces, then hops over here.
Sure. And yeah, you're kind of just like floating around, like you can't even, unless you have those you do have metallic magnetic boots, right, on your, so you guys are able to connect to this because it is metal through the floor, so you guys are able to connect there.
I'm guessing those doors, right?
Probably any further than that, Noah, you guys are going to have to figure out a new way to the problem is your umbilical is attached to the Omen on the other side.
Oh, so we need to untouch it, attach it to the ship.
Do we see anywhere where we would normally plug into such a place?
Well, you could plug into just about, I mean, you could see areas where you could hook it to, but the thing you'd have to make sure you'd have to go you detach it from your Omen and then bring it over here because it's kind of like a lock-in cable.
And that's providing life support to us, right?
I would say that your suits supply your like oxygen and other things like that. There's a limited amount of oxygen in your suit.
Like, are we talking minutes or hours?
Good question. There is suit oxygen supply. Life support is marked in 7 steps on a character sheet. Tick off 1 step for every hour in the suit.
Okay.
So you guys have 7 hours of oxygen in the suit.
All right.
That's enough.
I think
We're
that's
still-
enough for us to detach from the umbilical cord and do a little bit of exploring.
I think there are rules that if you get into like a circumstance that would make you breathe heavy or get excited, that your oxygen does wear out quicker.
So Noah will attach the umbilical cord, hopefully to this little console over here, if there's a place I can attach it to.
Okay. Sure.
And then we can just move about.
Okay. Sure. I'll do the same.
Yeah. Now this door's clickable. Am I supposed to click on it?
It's clickable, but it should be open, so you should be able to see through it.
Yes.
Are you able to go through it with your token? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're able to pass through that door. There is a door over on the other side here,
The left side,
and
right?
there is a door on the right side. Yeah, you guys are able to see all these doors. They're kind of metal sliding doors that have little panels on the sides. And
Cool.
So, Jack, what you see is on the other side of this very wrecked and damaged storage room. It's rather large. You can see a door to your right. There's a broken opening in the wall that sort of leads to the other side of the ship. And there is another closed door that leads to the left. So you can either go right, left, or through the broken wall straight.
This door is locked, so I'm guessing I can't go there. Unless I find a key or something.
That door, as you go to the panel, it looks as if the panel of the door is just blinking yellow. There's just a light like it's blinking on the screen yellow, and it has just a few buttons on the panel.
Hey, Noah, I'm clicking buttons.
Did you
Buttons?
click? You click the button?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it opens.
Oh,
I found a way in. Are we separating, or are we staying together, guys?
I'm cool checking out my own little room here.
I'll check this room out.
Okay.
The worst that could happen.
Hey.
Dawn,
Man.
this looks, as you walk in, it looks like another cargo hold. This one looks a little bit larger than the one you were previously in. It also looks like it has these large mechanical doors that were once used to, like, probably raise larger items, crates or vehicles perhaps, up into this cargo bay. There is significant damage here, obviously, on this side. You can see that the cargo bay pretty much has this massive hole ripped into the hull. It's super damaged. Most of the machinery in here, it looks undamaged. And it looks like in one corner there is a very large, what looks to be a drone maintenance dock.
Okay. Is there a way is there anything I could press or check, see if it's still working?
Go ahead and make a tech check for me.
Tech check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 1, okay. 15.
15, that's a success. If power was restored, do you feel like this would be 100% operational?
Cool.
But it doesn't look like it has the power to
Do it right now.
to do anything.
Okay.
While Dawn's doing that, Noah, what exactly are you doing here?
First, I'm gonna call for Jack to see if he wants to come in or hang out there.
Okay.
Jack, are you coming?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
Jack, do you want to go with Noah then? You want to travel with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jack is going to move his way with you, Noah, into this space, which looks like to be an old crew quarters area. You can see old cots and things of that nature, and personal effects kind of just floating around in the middle of the expanse here.
Is there anything to identify who these people were?
Go ahead and make a savvy check as you're inspecting around.
I'm going to use my void point to get advantage on this.
Nice.
The first roll is a 19
19.
plus 2.
Nice. That's
So.
a success. It looks to you, based off of some experiences in the past, this was some sort of military vessel.
I wonder if there'll be some weapons in here. Well, nothing for us to take here yet, Jack. There's a door across from us, but there's a bit of a gap. How are you with jumping?
Well, in zero gravity, I'm excellent. You'll notice I didn't even bring my cane with me. I don't need it. My arthritis doesn't bother me as much here.
Shall we go together then?
Yes.
All right.
We're going to jump over to the other side.
You guys make your way over here to the other side where there is a door there, and you should be able to click on it, and you should be able to open it because it is not locked.
Hi, this one's open.
Giving you access. So you press the button that's blinking yellow, and opens up into a smaller chamber.
Yeah, let's
And
make
What
an
you-
investigation of this one.
what you see is this appears to be some kind of control station. And it looks as if there are... This appears to be some place where they would store, like, drones and drone equipment. And they would also use this, like, computer panel that's on the, like, southern wall of your map to be able to, like, control and manipulate drones. Which would make sense for a military vessel to have something like this aboard it.
If this is a military vessel, do you think this ship has guns on it that we could use to outfit the Omen?
Hmm. That is a very good question.
I'll
Depends
get on
on
the. Go ahead.
depends on if the ship has been abandoned or if it's been stripped already.
He'll get on the radio with Dev. Hey, Dev.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't sleeping.
Of course not. This might be a military vessel. Do you see any weapons on the outside that maybe we could harvest?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll take a look real quick. Hey, Eve, can you go ahead and do a quick scan for weapons real quick?
Yes, Captain. Scanning for weapons. Scanning initialized.
Quiet.
Just one moment.
Dev, your radio is still on.
No, it wasn't. Static.
Oh, here you go.
Scan complete.
One second. All right, it's muted. Okay, what do you got for me, Eve?
Unfortunately, my scans come up negative.
Ah, bummer. Turn the radio back on. Yeah, guys, I'm not seeing anything from my perspective and knowledge and expertise. And I had Eve do a double check just to verify my work, and Eve didn't see anything either.
Well, thank you for us.
Yeah, Eve, thanks for double checking our work. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure, Captain.
And we're gonna get back to chess after this. I got 3 moves.
Dev, your
That-
mic's
that-
gone.
God. Sorry. All right. If you guys don't need anything, I'm gonna get back to important stuff over here.
Thanks, Dev.
Yes.
At this little panel down here, you mentioned there were some drone things around. This might be a drone control panel.
Yeah.
Is there power? Can I connect to it?
Unfortunately, it is in kind of like a low power mode, and it's there's no accessibility right now. Like, it's like the screen is just blinking with like a cursor, but nothing is actually able to be clicked or pressed, or nothing is working in this ship. So in order to be able to use anything here, power has to somehow be restored.
Don,
Yes.
kind of low power over here. How's things looking for you?
Same. I found a machinery, and we need power, so we need to find a power source.
Any luck on your side?
Not that I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't see anything that has to turn on power from here.
All right, we'll keep looking.
All right.
Don,
Can
you
I
do
find-
see, as you're kind of like floating around, you do notice this. I'm gonna try to shift ping you.
Sorry.
You do notice this like drifting, like metallic cargo thing. It's stuck on some pieces of debris.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can open it.
It does look like it is coded with a password protection on it.
Okay, I still have one open slot, so can I take it?
Yeah, you can haul it around. Yeah, I mean, it's no gravity, so you're kind of just like, you just guide it with you. You kind of just unlatch it from. It's just stuck on a piece of metal wall that was damaged. You just kind of like pull it away.
Right. Hey, Noah, I found this case-looking thing that needs a password to open it.
Like, is it a keypad? Like numbers or letters or
Yeah. Looks like a keypad. Mm-hmm.
Looks like a keypad.
how many spaces for a password?
Just a blank keypad. You're not really sure.
I don't see anything that tells me how many numbers or spaces.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do we want to do this now? Can we wait till we get into the Omen before I do it? Or if I die?
Well, if you die, then you're not going to take the rest of us with you. Try it now.
Fine. I'll try 1, 2, 3, 4.
Types in the 1, 2, 3, 4. The screen flashes red and nothing happens.
That happens.
Oh,
Maybe
see if you can find a password.
Yeah, if you find something, let me know too. Alright, so I want to see if there's anything. Can I make a check to see if there's anything else I can see in this room?
Sure. Go ahead and make a savvy check.
18.
18.
Yeah.
In this room, nothing. Nothing else
Okay.
from what you have come across there, or what was already described, can be seen here. You do notice that with that check, this door up here at the front of the vessel, the opposite side of where you came from, does have signage on it that says bridge up here to the front. But you can see that there is damage to the wall here, and you can see that the bridge is completely gone.
Okay.
Like the whole bridge
It's gone.
is gone.
Okay. I know there's nothing else in this room. I did find out that the bridge is gone. But that's it. So I'm going back, see if I can catch up to you guys.
Okay.
All right, we'll wait here for you.
Okay.
All right. Jack, upon entering that room, you do notice floating out here in the debris field, or excuse me, Dawn. You can see another one of those cases.
Oh. Hey, Jack and Noah, I found another case. Should I pick her up?
Can you?
I got two hands. Right? Can I connect them both to one cable?
This one is also password protected, but it looks like the screen is broken. Like, it looks like it's still glowing, like it's still on, but there's a crack in the screen, like an impact crack.
I'm still gonna take it just in case. Maybe Def can do something with it.
Try hacking it.
Yeah, you know, he's very good at it.
Yes. Very good with software, apparently.
Yeah, it's the best thing.
Maybe Eve can do something with it.
Yeah. Or should I take them back to the Omen while you guys keep looking? Actually, let me. Can I contact Def real quick? Def, can you hear me? Can
What?
you come here? Can you come here for 1 second in the entrance and pick up these two cases I found? So I have to carry
You
them
lose
around.
again, Devlin. Would you like to play again?
So, wait.
Def.
Hey, 1 second. Listen, I didn't lose. It was 3 moves again. Get off me. Okay. What were you saying? Sorry.
Can you come to the entrance where we came in and pick up these two cases that we found?
Oh, you mean you're gonna space
Throw them
back
back.
over and then throw the cases inside the ship
Yeah.
and then seal the door, and then I'll open the door from the inside and take the cases out without having to leave the ship?
Yes.
Oh yeah. If you want to come back to the ship and drop them off, I'll go. Be more than happy to take a look inside.
No, you're mine, right? I just don't want to carry them.
I'm sure we'll survive.
Okay. You do. If I'm close to this door, I could see another case there.
Yeah. There's another case.
No,
in there.
there's another case behind you where you came from the last room. You must have missed it. So,
I'm sorry, I didn't. I couldn't see it.
Jack, language.
Nice. Yeah, there's
Alright,
another
so I'm-
case. There's another case in there.
Alright, so I'm
Noah
gonna-
pops his head in and like, Jack, it's right there. Go get it.
It was kind of drifting around. I mean, you weren't really looking. It was like drifting with the other debris. It was hard to see.
Alright, so I'm gonna go drop off the cases and while you guys walk around.
Okay, so Dawn, you're gonna kind of move back over to the Omen and drop the cases off to Devlin. Okay.
And we're carrying one of them.
Are you carrying one?
The one that Jack got real quick.
Okay. Yeah. That one, in fact, doesn't have a lock on it.
Jack, open it.
I opened the case.
Okay. You open the case. I need you to roll. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Roll death.
Facehugger pops out.
It's
You
a
o-
mimic.
What you see looks to be several, like I'm talking probably about 100 large, what look to be plastic cylinder type things, just packed in here tightly. Do any
Are
of
there
you
any
do
labels?
any of you have any? I know Andronima does, but who has military experience? Does anybody have military experience? Noah, you
No.
don't. Okay.
The detective.
In my past allegiance side or past allegiance, section which we rolled for at the beginning, it says I was on losing side. I
Sure.
imagine I was on a losing side of a military conflict. So perhaps would that count as
Yeah, it just
evidence
depends on
of-
how. It just depends on how you. Like, just because you were on the losing side, maybe you just were like supported the losing side, like you were
It doesn't-
just affiliated with them.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you were part of the war or in the military. It just kind of means, okay, what side were you on, All
right.
So it's up to you. If you feel like you were affiliated with the military at some point, it's really up to
I
you.
feel like I could. I feel like I could have been affiliated with the military.
Okay, these look like they're very old, but they look like to be snap glow sticks. Military grade snap sticks that glow bright yellow, and you can toss them or put them in different directions or carry them around like a flashlight.
I'll pull one out and crack it.
Okay. It glows with this bright fluorescent yellow light.
That's pretty.
Yes. And I found when I was much younger, you can take a knife and you can cut one, and then you can flick it on the walls. So when you turn off your lights, you have like a constellation.
Let me see that real quick.
Yes. Who has a knife?
All right, chat. I know you've done it. I know you've done it, chat. If you're watching.
Noah's just gonna bend it in half until it snaps.
Till
Like,
it break? Till it
In
breaks?
two. Yeah, or cracks
what's-
enough.
Now these are military grade, so they are
Like these-
they're really hard to even bend
They're
to
not
get the
puny.
snap. So like you would probably have to take some kind of bladed knife or some kind of bladed item to cut these because they're not going to just snap.
Well, didn't Don say he was packing a knife?
Don does, but you're currently taking
Yeah.
cases over.
Oh, right.
There's- Yeah, so he's probably indisposed for at least a few minutes.
I'll find a sharp piece of debris.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna try to cut
Crack
it
it
open.
open.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of work and doesn't take a check though. So you eventually kind of cut through the plastic and you're able to start. And this stuff is zero gravity. It just kind of as you're moving it like this, it's just like holding in one place. Like it's not like splattering like it would if there was like something to pull it in different directions. Like all you have is this, and it's kind of just drawing in the air as you're as it's floating and just drifting slowly into the air around you.
Ah, a thing of beauty.
I was gonna splatter it on the walls, but it seems like it's already everywhere.
Well, you need gravity to splatter.
I beg to differ. It'll splatter anywhere you put it.
How about this? and I'll mag myself to the deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll take the little impulse sprayer, and I'll just go whoosh,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
there you go.
and allow the kind of the aerosol to splatter
Absolutely.
the glow stuff out.
And all over the walls, you have the coolest rendition of bright yellow fluorescent Jackson Pollock abstract
Oh, yeah.
expressionism that you could possibly get.
Maybe I was wrong about you, Jack.
Well, I hope that your opinion of me is improving.
And all it took was a little bit of splatter.
What's a little splatter between friends?
Hey,
Hey,
glow
guys.
sticks happen.
Can you guys stop playing with each other? Let's get this over. We only
I'm
have 7
sorry.
hours.
I'll pick up this this other case and demag myself and kind of float it so I can hand it off to Don and he can pass that off to the ship too.
Okay, perfect. Dawn, after a few minutes, you're able to pass off all 3 of these crates to Devlin within the Omen, and you're able to get back over there to the derelict to meet up with Noah and Jack. Devlin, you have these crates now with you. The one is open, and you can see that it's filled with military-grade glow sticks. The other 2 are password protected with these little devices on them. They seem to be a little bit better shape, and they look to be sturdier, more well protected than the glow stick case was. And the one looks like it has a cracked screen.
So,
Chad,
guys,
Chad is laughing it up about the what's a little splatter between friends. Thank you, Chat. That's what she said. Chat's rolling with it tonight, guys.
I'm both sorry and not sorry.
That's it.
so what's in these cases? Like, some
The-
of them got
the open
password
one-
protection.
The open one has some portable disposable light sources. You may take a cylinder and you can bend it, and the chemicals inside will create a reaction to produce light. The other 2, I'm not so sure. Perhaps the AI on the ship might be able to find a way to crack the code, or at the very least, maybe we can find a way to cut into the boxes to get inside.
Can Andromeda hear what's being said?
I would say at this instance no, because you're wearing a headset. So I would say no.
I take the glow sticks and close the box and hide it in the corner from Andromeda.
Okay.
And then as far as the other 2, yeah, no, I think I can probably crack these. This seems pretty a little sophisticated, but pretty standard. But yeah, I'll get right on this.
How's chess going?
So you finally gonna do something.
I don't know what you're talking about. My chest is just fine. It's my stomach that's the issue.
What's wrong with your stomach?
It just keeps growing. How have you not seen this stomach? It just is like getting bigger and just like it's gross.
We need to take you to a medical station.
I mean, can we even afford whatever the doctors are going to scam us for? Let's be real. It's not like we can skim the doctor. Like, you can't just take part of his skill.
Can we?
True. We've done worse before.
Hey, Eve, I need you to hurry up and try and crack this. The guys are waiting for it. And so just make sure you don't say it out loud this time. Just
Def, your mic's
Just-
still on.
Captain Devlin, you're going to have to remove the front panel and connect the appropriate cables.
yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to remove this and probably like remove some of the cabling and panels on this. You guys don't mind, right? Because I got to do the work to go ahead and get inside these. I'm just gonna do it. I got this.
Okay.
Let us know what you find.
Okay.
Noah goes, "Is this door open?"
It does.
Noah heads on in.
Yeah, this is
Jack will go with him.
it just looks like a little a hallway corridor area. Lights, like imagine like whenever a place that has emergency lighting. There's like one little like fluorescent type of light in each one of these chambers that illuminates the space, which is why the doors are still able to open. There's enough power and low power mode to be able to open the doors, but perhaps this is the reason why none of them are locked, because perhaps it takes more power to have the activated locking mechanisms like in place and all the other security systems in place that would be on this vessel. But yeah, you got that door in front of you, and then you can go down the hall, and it seems there's another door there as well. As I pull Jack down in there with you guys.
I guess we check out the nearest door.
Okay. Dawn opens up the door at the end of the hall, and this appears to be the what looks to be an engineering and reactor control bay. This is where the power to the engines takes place. Okay, and
Sorry. Go ahead.
so it's up to you guys. You can see that there's several pieces of electronics in here, things and all kinds of cool stuff. So whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you.
Hey, no, it's this your type of job.
Is this the thing that will supply power to the ship?
Looks like it.
Noah will see if he can see anything that's immediately wrong, or if it would be an easy thing to get power going again.
Okay, go ahead and make a. Let's call this a tech check because you're looking more into technology of this.
I wish we had tech.
Tech is a +3 for me. My dice roll is 13 plus 3 is 16.
16, success. Looking over this, you can see that the ship's core reactor remains intact. And that everything just lies dormant, but you could probably restart or reset this with the right knowledge and be able to restore power to what is left of this ship. It also could be, with a lot of work, this core unit could be removed, or even the power cells for the unit could be removed. That would take a little bit more time and effort.
How much time and effort are we talking?
Depends on who you got working on it.
We need Def. Hey, no, we need.
Well, we're
Def.
not going to get him off the ship.
Somebody who has a little bit more knowledge in ship engines and things like that might be able to tell a little bit more about it, Noah, but you're pretty confident that this thing is in working order as long as you can kind of reboot the systems and get it rolling.
Let's-
Is there anything that you...
I get that, but like honestly, think about this. We get in so much trouble all the time. Which one of the three, that's all I'm asking, is probably going to cause problems here? They're making us deal with these suitcases that we have no idea what's inside. Like someone is probably going to screw something up. Just look at our track record. I'm just asking, which one do you think is going to screw this up?
As long as we don't kill anybody.
Well, I don't think there's anyone to kill right now. But oh crap. Guys, I think you guys got some static coming through. I'll check the comms in a second.
There's no static, but there's definitely some friction.
Yeah. Friction, static, same thing. Doing great over here. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I know you really don't want to come over here, but we have some functional, maybe engine parts and power cells. I could
Devlin,
use a hand.
Captain Devlin, I'm still waiting on you to connect that wiring system harness.
Yeah. I got it right here.
What is taking you so long?
But listen, guys.
What?
Okay, there. It's plugged in. You can start working it now, Eve. I mean, I will start working it now.
Error. The green
Okay.
wire connects to the white wire.
Great. Does it? Just 1 second.
Hey,
All right,
Noah, this might be
there.
Like an
Ah, there you go. Well done, Captain Devlin.
Thanks, Eve. Appreciate it. But what were you guys saying? Something about like some issues over there?
All right, Dev, let's be honest here. You got my money, right?
Yeah, you're breaking up. Can't see you.
I know you can hear me.
Captain Devlin, is something wrong with your communication device?
Will you be quiet?
I can run a diagnostic.
Yeah. There's an issue. Yeah, run the diagnostic. We'll get back to you guys.
Initializing
gonna
diagnostic
say-
now.
If you come here, you can keep that 100.
One moment, please.
Hold on. Noah, shouldn't we try to turn it on before we take it apart? If we can find anything else on the chip?
We need to do some stuff to be able to turn it on, and we're not going to get much help.
That's true. Even if he comes here, he remember last time he tried doing something, he didn't click the on button.
It seems like he's struggling with some basic tech tasks at the moment, so we might be on our own.
Let's keep searching.
Did you see anything up there that would have benefited from having extra power?
I saw a drone making mechanism, right?
It's basically a drone repair station.
A drone repair. Yeah, there. I found a drone repair station. Do you see any drones when you were walking by?
I think you mentioned we did see some drones in the drone place, right, Mike?
Like a storage compartment.
There was like a storage compartment. You guys didn't really inspect it. You went and
Yeah.
inspected the control panel.
So there was a drone room back there. Would we have a use for such a thing? Could we even use it if we took it?
Those drones could be expensive, and we could use them for parts if we find any. What kind of drones there? We didn't even know what kind of drones there were.
I'll go back and check.
Jack
So,
was doing that.
Jack goes back to check.
Yeah, like tell me about these drones.
Okay, so you're going to inspect the drone control station storage unit that is there. You go, and one thing you notice, without power restored, it's very dark. The door seems to be slightly like ajar, like it hasn't, like when it lost power, it wasn't like completely closed, but it wasn't completely open either. So it's just this little halfway kind of area. You can see that the outlining areas of the drone have this black and white kind of almost, like the caution tape, around it, so you don't get like jammed in the doors or something like that as you inspect closer.
Could I have pocketed a few of the glow sticks?
I would say that probably not, because you already gave them to Dawn to take over to Devlin, and Devlin hid them now, so they're tucked away. There is still a glow coming from the room because of the Jackson Pollock-esque artwork that you created in the room, but it's still a little dark in there. You can make a savvy check. I'll give you a disadvantage on it to kind of take a closer look at the inspecting this place.
I will use my void point.
Okay, so that will make it a regular roll then. So you'll just do a regular roll for this.
Because I need all the help I can get. Alright, that is a 17 minus 2 for 15.
15 is a success. So you guys, Jack slowly starts to look, and he starts to just put his head through this opening of this storage compartment. And it's at that moment, Jack, you see something moving and shifting within inside the compartment. And then all of a sudden, some 8-legged creature just jumps out at you like... And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Omen.
Closing the door.
Wrong room.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
More monsters. I knew we shouldn't have come down here.
You're not even in it.
Listen, I was right talking with the Drummond about who's going to cause the issue. Someone always causes the issue.
Not me this time.
So, we need to go to advancement. We're going to do, hey, guys that are watching us live, we are going to do advancement live on stream so you guys can see how we level up our characters and things like that. So, advancement, you guys will remember, is on, it's like 60 something, I believe.
I think.
61 or 60?
60.
60, yeah, you guys are right. So basically what they do to advance their characters is they have to answer questions based off of what they did during the session. So our first question is, did you repair something? Did anybody repair something today during tonight's session?
Would installing, because Dawn and I were working on installing the storage unit. I don't know if that's
you were kind of just
repairing.
you were aiding Guyana's repair crew, so I don't think
Right.
that would count. Yeah.
Okay.
So nobody for repairs. Did you deliver on a dangerous contract? I don't think anybody delivered yet. Did you use at least one void point? Anybody use void points? Yes,
I did.
You did at the very end. Yes, you did. So if you used a void point, you get 1 point, advancement point. Did you discover a new and potentially dangerous place? Yes, you all have. You can all add a point to your character. Did you gain a new enemy?
Does a spider count?
Good question. Chat, does a spider count? I will let the chat help me answer this. Does a space spider count as making a new enemy? I'll let chat decide. Did you find someone new that you can trust? Not this session, right? Did you contribute something especially memorable? Yes. Every single one of you gain an advancement point for that question, because you guys are excellent role players, and that was a very, very fun session. So there is the chart below there. And Sunflower Spiriter says, I think so, as in, yes, an advancement point for a spider. Jack, I will give you that advancement point because you're the only one that knows there is a spider there. The rest of them just probably heard a gasp over their communication device, but other than that, they probably don't know.
All right.
Skull asks, how big is it? I would say it's probably maybe just a little bit smaller than a man, a person. Probably, we're talking like a 4 to 5 foot spider. Yeah.
So we're gonna blow up this thing next. Okay.
I forget which one is for shooting. Is that Dex?
That's tech.
Oh, that's tech. So
Yeah,
I already upped that one.
Yeah, tech to control weapons in this game. Yeah.
For you to shoot people, you have to be.
Could someone remind me on which page of the rule book are the
60.
advancement?
It's on
60.
page 60 of the rulebook. Right at the bottom of the page. And those of you that don't know, we are playing, it's called Death in Space. It's an RPG that was published by Free League Publishing. And it's very, very rules light and simple to play. And the book is amazing. I mean, it's great looking. I mean, it gives you the vibe of being in a sci-fi RPG, and I love how they have rules in here, but they don't get too heavy on the rules, so you can be flexible and kind of have fun and tell the story together as a group. So it's a it's a pretty fun game. We've been enjoying it so far.
Do you know what the cosmic mutation is?
Cosmic mutations. Ooh, we're getting into the fancy stuff now.
Are you getting one?
So, just to double check with Michael, that would be 3 advancement points for me.
Yes, that sounds correct. Yep.
Okay.
And that, and in addition to what you had from last time. So
Mhm. And I couldn't
Page
spend it
40.
last time.
Page 40 for Cosmic.
page 40 for cosmic mutations.
15 points.
Yep, there are what it looks to be 20 cosmic mutations in the book. So
Oh. Yes. 15 points. Should I use 15 points? Why not? I'll use my 15 points on this. See what happens.
are you gonna pick a cosmic mutation?
Yes, sir.
Do you have to roll randomly for it though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that the ruling in the book?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you want to keep it a secret from your friends, or do you want to air it out to everybody?
Let me see why I can. Can I see why I can first and then do it?
Yeah,
Then
you can.
I-
Yeah, it's your character, so I'll let you decide. And if you want to share it with everybody, because we're still live, so if you want to share it live on stream for all of our friends watching on YouTube as well, you can. I'll leave that up to you. Cosmic mutations are something that you can get in the game. It's like an additional thing that it's added benefit to your character.
There's some cool ones. Alright, let's see.
Spend 1 void point
I-
to activate it.
Got
Oh, you have to spend a void point to activate them? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll let you guys know what I got. I got a 9.
Number 9.
Augmented perception.
Augmented perception.
Visions become sensitive to the full electromagnetic spectrum, including infrared heat emission and X-ray frequencies. Also allows for seeing through solid materials. Oh, I'm Superman. I can see through stuff now.
You can see
Effect
through
grab-
things.
Lasts a short moment, so I could see through stuff and have
So you can activate X-ray heat vision and see through walls, basically.
cool. I like
You
this.
see inside those cases.
I can
That's
see
that you
That
can
was-
see inside those cases. That's right. Oh my goodness. That is
Sounds
cool. That's awesome.
I am going to use 5 points to raise my hit points by 1d4.
Okay. Roll that d4 and tell us what you get.
Can I use a void point to increase my odds?
I don't think you can use void points on hit point rolls, but nice try.
It was worth a shot.
Okay.
What are you at now?
I'm at 7, and I just rolled a 1, of course.
5
Oh, for hit
points for a hit point. That's so wrong. They should just
I
give you a
have,
stock number for that. I
have
like
to-
how brutal Death in Space can be at times.
And so would that when that increases my hit points, does my current hit points stay the same?
No, it goes up. Go ahead. And
Okay.
You can raise it. Yep. Because we're
So
kind
I'm
of
at
at the
8
end of
now.
a session anyway, so I'm gonna let it go. All right, guys. Anybody else have anything they want to announce with advancement, or you guys want to keep
I'm
it to
going
yourself?
to I've got 6 advancement points at the moment, and I'm going to use 5 of them to increase one of my 4 ability scores by 1.
Okay, cool. Did you decide on one that you wanted to increase?
I don't know. They're all so bad.
You did roll terrible when you built your character.
I have, for those of you at home, I have literally all negative ability scores. The lowest one is a -1 for tech. So I think I'll do that one and just have now just 0.
Just
So I
flat
don't
roll, yep.
just flat roll for that one now.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Good choice. Well, guys, don't forget to make sure you can type in !GaryCon as we get ready for this weekend's GaryCon festivities. Don't forget Saturday, GaryCon Live, the GaryCon official Twitch channel. We're going to have a special Probo feature on that, proficiency bonus feature. on Twitch. So make sure you check us out. We're going to be streaming on the 25th at 7 p.m. over there on their channel. So go follow that channel and make sure you stop by just to hang out with us a little bit and hang out and chat and just to support us. So we love it. We got an entertaining game scheduled. We got an awesome special guest in Tony Winslow Brill, who wrote the last adventure in Candlekeep Mysteries. That we're going to be kind of running through one of the adventures from Candlekeep. So make sure you check us out there. You can check out us on our social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, all those kinds of things. And don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can also visit us on Twitch. We've got a ton of different shows that are streaming all the time on our Twitch channel. This is our primary show that we do on YouTube every other Tuesday. So we're going to skip next week, and we will be back in 2 weeks to see what happens with this arachnid space creature that just jumped out of a storage unit at our good friend Jack here. And we're going to resolve that conflict first things first when we come back. So thank you guys all for joining us tonight. Until next time, don't forget to add that proficiency bonus, and we'll see you all very soon.